McIntosh. They make the finest amplifier there is. And the speaker was Altec. And with a 604 Altec, I put in a case with my McIntosh underneath it. And we played everywhere, around the world. And no matter if I was in Nashville, Tennessee, Chet Atkins was on his knees with a flashlight, trying to see what in the world I had inside of there. And it was your first McIntosh. And I have two of them home. They're going in the museum. And they were super. And that was the beginning of having a good guitar and a good amplifier. And it was at that table, right where my feet are. You could shine my shoes, with a group of men that were sitting at that table. And they weren't interested in Les Paul and Mary Ford at all. They were interested in, no. If you put that resistor there, you're going to drop the level 3 dB. And the other guy says, well, why don't you forget that idea? It's the resin of the arm, and it's over here. And this is another person speaking. And there must have been 7 people there at that table. And there were none of them interested in Les Paul and Mary Ford. And Mary says, I don't even know what we're doing on that stage because no one's listening to us. This table right down here is really rude. And so after the show, I immediately went to that table. I didn't scold them. I just said, hi, I'm Les Paul. He says, yeah, we know who we are, you know. And he says, I want you to meet McIntosh. I want you to meet Grado. I want you to meet Morantz. I want you to meet Gordon Gow. And he went on through Pickering. He went through all the people at that table. And about 3 minutes later, I have a pencil and I'm writing on the tablecloth with him. And I'm saying, well, hey, what we should do is this, this, and this, and this. And I'm deep in electronics with these fellows. But that's how it started, and that's how I met Mr. McIntosh. I knew that I was going to be happier with them than anybody else because of the quality. And just try lifting one, you'll know in a hurry. For monitoring, I want the most honest sound that I can get it. And so I used 2300s in my control room, and my tuners are McIntosh tuners that I use. What else would I use in McIntosh? I use them as driver amplifiers, the power amplifiers. And that's what I use. I don't have anything else that I need. So I've been a McIntosh fiend for a good many years. They're putting a sewer in the front of our house, and the sewer diggers on their lunch hour would, after they ate their sandwiches, this one guy would pick up his harmonica and he'd play it. Well, I jumped off of the porch that didn't have stairs yet, and I ran down there and I just stared at that guy, and I kept doing that. And every time I couldn't wait till he got hungry, because then he would play his harmonica. And finally he said to me, he said, I think you want this harmonica more than I do. I now had something that I could play songs on. Well, this was during the Depression, and it was tough times, but the harmonica wasn't enough. I wanted to sing. I had a song to sing. So I look in the Sears catalog and I find what I want is a guitar. When I found the guitar and the harmonica, I built a rack that slipped over my shoulders and held the harmonica so I could play it. I could sing and play the guitar along with it. Well, I was the hottest piece of material in my hometown of Waukesha, Wisconsin. A fellow in the rumble seat of a car wrote a note to the car hop and says, I want my barbecued sandwich and my malted milk, and read, attention, your voice and your harmonica is fine, but your guitar is not loud enough. So I found that building the first electric guitar came about by a piece of solid 4x4 wood with wings on it. And now I took it to the guitar manufacturers. They still laughed at it. And finally, I talked the Gibson people in to say, we'll make two of them. One for us and one for you. And we'll try it.